Movie Demon here. Today I'll show you a sci-fi film called Alita. In 2563, planet Earth survived a war known as the Fall. There is a city floating above the Earth in the sky, called Zalem, suspended by advanced engineering. Beneath this is a city called Iron City. There is a tube from Iron City's factory connected to Zalem. In the junkyard, Dr. Dyson Ido discovers a core of a female cyborg that has brain and core heart, but it has neither body nor limbs. Together with a nurse assistant, Ido rebuilds the cyborg with a spare robotic body in his cyborg clinic. She wakes up with no recollection of any memories. She is surprised at seeing her robotic body at first. Ido hopes that she remembers her name and also her past too, but she has no recollection of her memory at all. Ido names her Alita, as she doesn't know her own name. She still loves the name that Ido gave her. He finds out that the new cyborg body integrates well with Alita's original brain, as she can control her fingers. Her sensory taste is also proven working when she likes orange fruit when she tried it for the first time. She goes out with Ido to learn things about the Iron City, and she sees a motorball competition being played on a screen, but Ido tells Alita not to focus on things that are not necessary. She is eating while she encounters a big machine. She tries to fight it back but is saved by Hugo. Alita wakes up and sees Ido's hand full of blood as he is coming back from somewhere. She meets a woman named Chiron who turns out to be Ido's wife. Chiron worked for Vector, as he promises to send her back to Zalem. Vector is the boss who manages the Iron City motorball competition. The winner of motorball competition gets to be sent up to Zalem by Vector. Alita befriends a boy named Hugo, and she plays motorball scrimmage with Hugo. Hugo also introduces Alita to the motorball race in the neighborhood. Alita tries to participate, falls down and is made fun of in the beginning. After a few times, her natural competitive streak shows up and she is able to defeat everyone to score a motorball goal. He also shows her that he wanted to be a hunter warrior like Zapin, a bounty hunter warrior, with a long sword as his trademark weapon. Hunter warrior collects money by killing criminals in Iron City. Alita is not supposed to be outside till dark. She goes with Hugo to other places where Hugo tells her about his ambition to go up to Zalem. At the same night, Alita discovers that Ido is a hunter warrior when she follows him one night and they encounter 3 deadly cyborgs. When Ido is injured, Alita tries to protect him and finds out that she is naturally skilled in an ancient martial art called Panzerkunst. While in combat, Alita has flashbacks of her earlier life on Mars. She used to be a warrior with Code 99. With her skill, she kills 2 of the cyborgs and severely damages the third one, called Grushka, who retreats underground. Grushka promises to come back and hunt down Alita. Despite Alita's fighting skills, Ido discourages her from becoming a hunter warrior. It turns out, the name of Ido's deceased daughter Alita was referred to as real Alita on wards. The robotic body was initially built for Ido's late daughter, real Alita, because she was wheelchair-bound. Real Alita never had a chance to use it as she was killed by a cyber robber who broke into Ido's clinic looking for drugs. Ido's partner was Chiron, who is also real Alita's mother. Ido and Chiron separated after the real Alita died. Once Vector and Chiron find out Alita's capability, they get an order from Nova to kill Alita. Nova promises Chiron that she can go back to Zalem if she succeeds in the mission. It turns out, Grushka works for Vector and Chiron. Alita goes to watch Motorball live along with Hugo. At the end of the show, Vector orders Hugo and his friends to attack cyborgs and steal their body parts for fixing and upgrading Grushka. Vector promises to send Hugo to Zalem once he gets enough credits doing his dirty work. On the next day, Hugo and his friends brought Alita to a forest area outside the city. Here, they found an old abandoned spaceship from the Fall era. Alita went into the spacecraft through an underwater door and brought back a berserker warrior cyborg body with her. Ido refuses to install her in the body, as he wants Alita to have a second chance in life without being a warrior. Alita is disappointed and rebels by registering herself as a hunter warrior. Alita and Hugo go to the Kansas bar to ask other hunter warriors to help her take down Grushka. They refuse to help as Grushka is not in the wanted list and there is no benefit bounty in killing him. Zapin tries to intimidate and embarrass Alita, but Alita easily beats him in a fight and is humiliated in the process. Afterward, Alita challenges all the other hunter warriors and creates a massive battle in the bar. Ido comes in time to stop the fight as an upgraded Grushka storms into the bar and challenges Alita to a rematch. Alita and Grushka fight each other. Despite her courage and martial arts skills, Alita's body is sliced up by Grushka's bladed fingers before Ido and another hunter warrior force him to retreat again. Without any other options, Ido places Alita in the berserker body, which automatically integrates with her. Tells her that she also has a dream to go up to Zalem. She offers him her cyber heart, which was an ancient lost technology and costs millions. Hugo could easily take it and go to Zalem, after which he can go to Zalem, but he doesn't. He is way too hooked up to his morals. Vector realizes that he is not able to defeat Alita easily. He arranges for a motorball match where all the participants are instructed to kill Alita for a significant amount of credit. At the same time, he urges Hugo to enter Alita in the motorball competition. When Alita wins, both Hugo and Alita can go to Zalem. With her new body, Alita has higher power and enhanced flexibility. She enters her name in a motorball tryout race, as per Hugo's request. Ido discovers that the other contestants are hunter warriors and other cyborgs hired by Vector to kill her. Meanwhile, Zapin is plotting his revenge against Hugo and Alita. Zapin caught Hugo and his friend Tanji while they are stealing cyborg parts. Hugo comes and tells Tanji that he is out of that dirty business. Zapin comes there and he is here for revenge. Zapin is stronger than both Tanji and Hugo, they have no chance of fighting him. Zapin kills Tanji and frames Hugo for murdering the cyborg they were taking parts from. Now Hugo has a bounty on his head and all hunter warriors are looking for him. While Alita is in the motorball race, Hugo is trying to escape from Zapin. Hugo calls Alita and tells her to meet him at the abandoned church. After Alita eliminates the other contestants, she heads to the church to confront Zapin and learn the truth about Hugo's work before Zapin mortally wounds him. Chiron was at the church, supposed to kill Alita, but instead, she saves Hugo's life by having him decapitated and uses Alita's heart to keep his brain alive. This angers Zapin, but Alita grabs his Damascus blade sword and slices off his face. Hugo's head is transplanted onto his cyborg body by Ido. He also tells Alita that Hugo's belief of going to Zalem for 1 million credits was a lie fabricated by Vector, as citizens of Iron City will never be able to enter Zalem. Alita storms through the factory to confront Vector. Vector reveals that Chiron has been murdered and her organs and body parts will be sent to Zalem. This is the only way citizens of Iron City gets to go to Zalem. Alita once again battles Grishka in Vector's office and kills him before stabbing Vector, who has been mentally controlled by Zalem scientist Nova. Alita promises Nova to get revenge for Hugo, and he made the mistake of underestimating her. In the meantime, Hugo has run away from the clinic. With his new cyborg body, he attempts to climb a factory tube towards Zalem. Alita pleads with Hugo to return with her, as a massive spiked ring sent by Nova comes hurtling down the tube, shredding Hugo's body. Alita manages to grab Hugo's remaining arm and use her sword to secure a hold onto the tube. Hugo's elbow joints cannot support him and break apart, but not before he can say goodbye, leaving Alita on the tube clutching the remaining of his arm. Alita is devastated but determined to live on Hugo's memory. In the final scene, Alita is shown as the star athlete of the motorball tournament. The crowd cheers for her, and she is angry as she points her sword towards Zalem, while Nova watches her from above. Kindly subscribe to the channel for more such stories. Leave a like to help the channel out.